And then, the last thing that I would put on that list, which was the very first thing that we talked about, is, man, you got to talk to your people. I could take care of it. One of the last considerations, and a lot of churches will find themselves in this place, is how do you do the licensing? If you've got a church of 200 people, that price gap between 200 people and that price gap between the 75 that you think are likely to use it is pretty significant. Right. And so for them, for this one service, they were like, it's based off of what you think the usage is. We account for 30% over what you think it will be, and then we can reassess after 90 days or whatever. Okay. Because they know that there's going to be excitement and then attrition. And then the other that says, no, it's based off of your attendance, and we don't account for any of that stuff. But if you're consistently hitting like over 10%, then we'll automatically charge you more.
Oh, no.
This weird thing that you've got to figure out the balance of. Is that something that we just need to ask the service about, or do you think that there's kind of a best practices of like what that number is to go off of, particularly when you're trying to propose the budget?
And I think you just use your best. I think the best practice is to be as honest as you can be. And by that meaning, hey, listen, we would love if you had 300 people that were using it, but if you for real only believe it's going to be 30, then it's 30.
Yeah.
Like, put your ego aside, right? Nobody's judging how successful your ministry is by how many licenses you're paying for.
And then, the last thing that I would put on that list, which was the very first thing that we talked about, is, man, you got to talk to your people.
Got to.
Even if it is something that is going to make your life that much simpler and it makes all the sense in the world for you, if it doesn't make much sense for your church to do it, then that's kind of the decision that you got to go with. That's right. So make sure that you're weighing all of those things.